Quick disclaimer before we start. Everything in this video is my own personal opinion and analysis, not financial advice, and not a recommendation to buy or sell anything. Please do your own research before making any investment decision. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today is July 8th, 2026, and this episode is a bit different from our usual momentum scans. Today we're not chasing stocks that already exploded. We're looking for stocks that have realistic room to gain 20 to 25% over the next month, based purely on mathematics, not hype. Our system scanned 6,671 U.S. stocks this morning and found 250 candidates. From those, we narrowed it down to the cleanest 15, the ones with the most well-defined, healthy monthly target. Today, all 15 of them happen to be trend continuation names, meaning none of them are dip recoveries. They're all already established uptrends with a calculated ceiling still ahead of them. Let's get into it. So how does this scan actually work? The core idea is different from our usual momentum scans, so let's slow down here. Every stock has something called a monthly classic pivot point. This is a textbook technical analysis calculation based on last month's high, low, and close. From that pivot, you get a resistance 1 level, often called R1. Think of it as this month's mathematically implied ceiling. Our logic is simple. We measure how far the current price is from that monthly R1 ceiling. If that distance is between 15 and 30%, the stock qualifies. If it's specifically between 20 and 25%, the sweet spot, it gets bonus points, because that's a realistic, achievable move within a single month, not too close to already be used up, and not so far that it's unrealistic. Here's the important part. We do not care whether the stock is recovering from a dip or continuing an existing uptrend. The logic is purely mathematical, distance to target on the monthly time frame. That said, every single name in today's top 15 happens to be a trend continuation stock. 0 dip recoveries this time. On top of that core filter, we require market cap of at least $300 million, RSI between 35 and 75, so nothing oversold, broken, or extremely overbought, a technical rating that is not an outright sell, and beta between 0.3 and 3.5. This last filter exists specifically to screen out SPAC shells and preferred share instruments that barely move and would otherwise contaminate the list. Bonus scoring on top of that comes from how close the upside is to that 25% sweet spot, RSI in a healthy 45-65 range, positive MACD, weekly RSI, beta between 0.8 and 1.5, and a small gap percentage. Now let's walk through the top 15 in score order. At the top of our list today is Lineage Inc. This is a real estate investment trust, specifically one of the world's largest cold storage and temperature-controlled warehouse operators. Not a flashy name, but a very real, very large logistics infrastructure business. Price is $44, up a modest 1.2% today and up 3.2% over the past month. Our monthly pivot target sits at $54.05. That's 22.8% above the current price, right in our ideal 20 to 25% zone. MACD is positive, technical rating is strong buy, RSI is 56.9, comfortably in healthy territory, neither overbought nor weak. Beta is 1.43, meaning this stock tends to move somewhat more than the broader market. Total score 52, tied for the highest score on today's list. A REIT sitting at the very top of a momentum-adjacent scan is worth noting. Real estate names don't usually show up alongside consumer and tech names, so this could reflect renewed interest in logistics real estate specifically. Second is Matthews International, a diversified manufacturer historically known for memorialization products but increasingly active in industrial technologies and packaging equipment. Price is $27, up 1.9% today, up 6.8% over the past month, already a healthier one-month trend than our first name. Monthly target is $32.58, which is 20.7% away, just inside our ideal zone at the lower edge. MACD positive, strong buy rating, RSI 54.9, balanced. Beta is 0.97, essentially moves in line with the broader market, neither amplified nor dampened, score 52, tied for first place. A steady, already climbing industrial name with a clean technical picture. Third, also tied at the top with a score of 52, ePlus. This is an IT solutions and technology financing company. They help businesses acquire and finance technology infrastructure. Price is 83.83 cent, up 0.6% today, up 3.6% over the month. Monthly target 103.18, a 23.1% distance. Dead center in our 20-25% sweet spot. MACD positive, strong buy, RSI 54.3, beta 8.3, slightly less volatile than the broader market. So our top three are a cold storage REIT, an industrial manufacturer, and an IT services company. Three completely different sectors, all landing at the exact same score. That tells us this isn't a single sector rally. The setup is showing up across the board today. Fourth is a name almost everyone will recognize, HMC, Honda Motor Company. Yes, the car maker, one of the largest automakers in the world, listed here as an ADR. Price is $28.50. Notice something important right away. Today it's down 3.8%, but the one-month performance is still positive, up 4.5%, and the monthly target sits at $34.73, 21.8% away, right in our sweet spot. This is a good moment to repeat the core lesson of today's scan. We don't care about today's red candle. Honda's broader monthly trend is still intact, and the mathematical distance to its monthly ceiling is exactly where we want it. MACD positive, rating buy, RSI 61, healthy, beta 0.91, score 49. Fifth is JBT Marel, a manufacturer of food and beverage processing equipment formed from the recent merger of JBT Corporation and Marel. This is industrial-scale kitchen and processing machinery for the global food industry. Price is $142.49, also down 3.8% today. Same story as Honda, a red day inside a positive monthly trend. One-month performance is a strong 14.5%, one of the better monthly gains on our list. Monthly target, $175.23, 20% away, squarely in the sweet spot. MACD positive, rating buy, RSI 61.2, beta 1.05, essentially market average volatility, score 49. Both Honda and JBT Marel dropping today while still qualifying for this list is exactly the kind of scenario our filter is built for, a short-term dip inside a longer, intact monthly uptrend. Sixth is MC Moelis & Company, a well-known independent investment bank specializing in M&A advisory work. Price is $69.84, down 2.9% today, but up only 1.2% over the month, the flattest one-month performance we've seen so far on this list. Monthly target, $85.42, 22.3% away, right in the sweet spot. MACD positive, rating buy, RSI 56.8, and beta of 1.47, one of the higher beta names on today's list, meaning Moelis tends to amplify broader market swings, which makes sense for an investment bank whose revenue is tied to deal-making activity. Score 49. This is a name where the monthly target math looks great, but the underlying one-month trend is nearly flat. Worth watching whether momentum actually picks up or whether this stays range-bound. Seventh is MIAX, Miami International Holdings, the parent company of the MIAX options exchanges, a market infrastructure and exchange operator. Price is $43.72, and unlike the last few names, this one is actually up today, 4.4%, the strongest daily gain we've seen so far. One-month performance is 9.8%. Monthly target, $54.29, 24.2% away, very close to the exact center of our ideal zone. MACD positive, rating buy, RSI 58.3, beta 1.31. Score 49. An exchange operator showing real daily strength on top of a already positive month is a clean, straightforward setup. No contradictions to flag here. Eighth is Omnicell, a healthcare technology company that makes automated medication management systems used by hospitals and pharmacies. Price is $44.36, down 1.9% today, up a modest 1.7% over the month. Monthly target $54.44, 22.7% away, right in the sweet spot. MACD positive, rating buy, RSI 63.2, getting into the upper half of our healthy range but not overbought yet. Beta 1.117, score 49. A healthcare technology name with a flattish monthly trend so far, but a mathematically clean target. One to watch for whether the technology services sector overall starts moving. Ninth is OSPN a digital identity and security software company providing authentication technology for banks and financial platforms. Price is $14.82, the lowest share price on today's entire list, down 1.8% today, up just 0.8% over the month, essentially flat. Monthly target $18.47, a 24.6% distance, very close to the top edge of our ideal zone. MACD positive, rating buy, RSI 61.6, beta 0.92, close to market average volatility. Score 49. Being the lowest priced stock on the list, keep in mind that percentage moves on a $14 stock can happen quickly in either direction. More shares change hands for the same dollar amount, which can mean sharper swings. 10th is a genuinely famous name, Race, Ferrari. Yes, the luxury sports car maker, one of the most recognizable brands in the world and also one of the most expensive stocks on our list. Price is $386.99, down 1.2% today, but up a strong 11% over the past month. One of the best one-month performances on this entire list. Monthly target, $473.46, 22.3% away, right in the sweet spot. MACD positive, rating buy, RSI 6337, and a beta of 1.48. One of the highest beta names today, meaning Ferrari stock swings noticeably more than the broader market, consistent with it being a luxury discretionary brand tied closely to consumer sentiment and wealth cycles. Score 49, a high price tag, a strong existing one-month trend, and a mathematically clean monthly target. Ferrari is one of the more interesting names on today's list, simply because of how globally recognized the brand is. 11th is WAL, Western Alliance Bank Corporation, a regional bank holding company based in the western United States. Price is $81.82, down slightly today at minus 0.8%, up just 1.1% over the month, another fairly flat one-month trend. Monthly target $99.96, 22.2% away, right in the sweet spot. MACD positive, rating buy, RSI 52.9, right in the middle of neutral territory, beta 1.4, a relatively high beta regional bank, meaning it tends to react more sharply to interest rate and banking sector news than the average stock. Score 49. This is now the 5th financial sector name in our top 15 so far, alongside Lineage, Moelis, MIAX, and coming up shortly American Express, worth flagging as a pattern once we get to our overall assessment. 12th is ALRM, Alarm.com, a smart home and connected security technology platform, the software behind many home security and smart device systems sold through dealers. Price is $50.84, up 1.9% today, and up a strong 12.6% over the month, one of the better monthly trends on our list. Monthly target, $61.31, 20.6% away, just inside the lower edge of our sweet spot. MACD positive, rating buy. Now here's something to flag. RSI is 72.5. That's noticeably higher than every other name on this list, and it's right at the edge of overbought territory. Beta is 0.87. Score 46. Alarm.com has genuinely strong monthly momentum already behind it, but that elevated RSI means it's worth watching for a possible short-term cooldown before any further move toward its target. 13th is ANI Pharmaceuticals, a specialty pharmaceutical company focused on generic and branded drug manufacturing. Price is $85.99, up 1.1% today, up a solid 7.8% over the month. Monthly target $101.38, and here's the detail worth noting. That's only 17.9% away, which is inside our 15 to 30% filter range, but below the 20-25% ideal sweet spot. That's exactly why this stock scores slightly lower than the names above it at 46, even though every other reading looks strong. MACD positive, rating strong buy, actually one of the stronger technical ratings on the whole list. RSI 61.8, beta 1.04, essentially market average. This is a good example of how our scoring works. A smaller distance to target isn't necessarily bad. It usually means less risk and possibly less time to reach it. But our system specifically rewards the 20 to 25% zone as the statistical sweet spot for a one-month horizon. 14th is another instantly recognizable name, AXP, American Express, one of the largest payments and financial services companies in the world. Price is $349.58, one of the highest share prices on today's list. Down 1.8% today, but up a strong 11.4% over the past month. Monthly target $431.48, 23.4% away, right in our ideal sweet spot. MACD positive, rating buy, RSI 65.2, getting into the upper healthy range, beta 1.14, close to market average. Score 46. This is now our 6th financial sector name today. Lineage, Moelis, MIAX, Western Alliance, and now American Express. That's a very heavy concentration in one sector, and we'll dig into what that might mean in our overall assessment. Our 15th and final name today is CLC, Celcuity, a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company. This one has the most dramatic recent price action on the entire list. Price is $150.72, up a striking 6.6% today, the single strongest daily gain we've seen in this whole list. 1 month performance is 25.1%, the best monthly gain on today's list. Monthly target, 139.06, 20.2% away. Inside the sweet spot, though toward its lower edge, since the stock has already run up so much this month. MACD positive, rating strong buy, RSI 64.6. Now here's the detail that makes Celcuity stand out from every other name today. Its beta is minus 1.51. A negative beta means this stock has been moving, statistically, in the opposite direction of the broader market, which is unusual but not unheard of for a clinical stage biotech, where price action is often driven by drug trial news and FDA-related catalysts rather than broader market sentiment. This makes Celcuity one of the more idiosyncratic, higher-risk names on today's list. Its future path likely depends far more on company-specific news than on what the overall market does. Score 46, closing out our top 15 for today. Let's step back and look at the full picture together. 3 big observations from today's list. First, heavy financial sector concentration. 6 of our 15 names are financials: Lineage, Moelis, MIAX, Western Alliance, and American Express, plus arguably Honda's captive finance adjacent profile. A cluster this large, spanning a REIT, an investment bank, an exchange operator, a regional bank, and a global payments giant, suggests the setup we're scanning for. Healthy monthly upside without being overbought happens to be showing up heavily in financial names today. Second, today's price action doesn't match the trend. 8 of our 15 stocks were actually down on the day we ran this scan. Honda, JBT Marel, Moelis, Omnicell, OneSpan, Ferrari, Western Alliance, and American Express. This is the single most important lesson from today's episode. This scan measures a monthly mathematical target, not today's mood. A red day inside an intact monthly uptrend is exactly the kind of noise this system is designed to see past. Third, 2 notable outliers. Celcuity's negative beta of minus 1.51 makes it the most unusual, most idiosyncratic name on the list. Its price behavior is largely disconnected from the broader market. And Alarm.com's RSI of 72.5 is the highest on the list, meaning despite a clean target, it's the name closest to overbought territory and worth watching most closely for a short-term pause. Now for a very important section. Please listen carefully. Today's scan is part of our precision target family. Unlike our aggressive momentum scans, this one is built around mathematical distance to a monthly pivot-based target. It does not predict when a stock will reach that target, only that the current distance sits in a statistically reasonable zone for a 1-month horizon. None of these numbers guarantee future performance. A monthly target can be reached in a week, in 6 weeks, or not at all if conditions change. Pay particular attention to Alarm.com's elevated RSI near overbought territory and to Celcuity's unusual negative beta, which means its price action can move independently of or even opposite to broader market trends. This program is not investment advice. Everything shared here is for educational and informational purposes only. Always do your own research and consult a licensed professional before making any investment decision. That wraps up today's 482 USA monthly 20 to 25% target scan, 15 trend continuation names, a heavy financial sector cluster, a reminder that daily red candles don't break a monthly trend, and 2 genuine outliers in Celcuity and Alarm.com. If you found this useful, please like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments which of these 15 names you'd like us to track going forward. We may come back in a few weeks to see how many of these actually reached their monthly targets. Take care of yourselves and see you next time as informed investors.